get a call, and he says, "All right, Roberto, well, I got good news to you." I was like, "Okay, what's the bad news?" He's like, "Well, I don't know if it's bad news, but we'll give you 18 for the car if you want to keep it." I want no relations, I just want one night, get naked, I just want one night to break it. Hello and welcome back to another episode on One Tire Fire. Here, as you can see, I'm standing not in front of my S2000, I'm in front of John's fake M3, the one he so desperately needs it to be. But you can see, again, I'm not standing in front of my S2000 because there's sort of a story, a linear path of where people have died and inside, internally, but we're okay, it's fine. But I will explain to you this whole long process of what's been happening in the past 2 weeks. It's sort of a, it still hurts inside, it still hurts, but you gotta move on, and you always say that when you get knocked down, you gotta get back up, and no matter what, I had to get back up. The S2000. So, on January 28th, coming out from work, I'm just doing my normal thing. I'm just left my job that I so desperately hate. And, I'm just minding my own business. I work graveyard, so I leave at 6 a.m. I am going home on the freeway, and going to the freeway, there's a fork. One goes left, one goes right. And I see a Prius, off, off to the front. I have enough time to, make sure I don't hit this Prius, right? But this Prius decides to cut from the left lane, straight into the next lane over going south. And I don't know what this guy's doing. I'm like, okay, this guy's obviously freaking out because it's raining. Forgot to mention that. And I end up just going, seeing him, I adjust, and right before I know it, going to the tunnel, he basically stops on the freeway, just straight up almost stops, and I couldn't react fast enough to not hitting him, but I end up just swerving off to the side. Again, it's raining, fresh rain, so there's oil slick on the ground, and rear-wheel drive S2000, and I end up losing control. It's my fault, I get it. I lost control, but I end up moving off to the side, and I start sliding, and I Ken Gucci that bitch so fast that I'm going left, I'm sliding this way, I'm going right, sliding this way now, mashing the gas so I don't slide backwards, and now I'm going sideways into this tunnel like this, okay? Just going sideways in the tunnel. Now I'm looking this way as the car is going into the tunnel, just straight up sideways, Fast and Furious. I always wanted to do that stuff, right? I end up just going nose first into the wall, as you get these pictures. I just end up going nose first. I end up going nose first, and I spin 2-3 times, if I remember correctly. Still sliding at this point, another 30-40 feet, into some bushes on the side of the freeway. I was in shock. I was upset because this Prius driver did not stop. Just kept on going. Saw the whole thing happen. And, thank goodness the FedEx driver, this lady came by, and my coworker who just left after me had stopped and helped me out. I was hurt. I did feel pain. Because I'm such a tall man and such a small car, I sort of bounced around a bit. And my left side of the face hit the airbag. It just straight up just whacked the airbag. When I let go of the steering wheel and my feet from the pedals, which is supposed to, so the shock of the hit doesn't transfer to your wrist, snap your wrist and your ankles. You're supposed to do that. When I let go, the airbag still hit my wrist. I have some tiger stripes on my wrist now. That left ankle was just utterly almost destroyed because of the pain. My left knee, my hip on this side, and my shoulder when I bounced against the door card. It hurt. It definitely hurt. And at the time, I didn't feel like I was hurt, but the morning after, I could not get out of bed. So I ended up going to the hospital, taking these horse tranquilizers that were 800 milligrams, and made me feel like a zombie most of the time. And man, those are trippy times. Yeah, those few days taking those pills, they were trippy. But I ended up getting rid of those, and I didn't go to work, and past that, AAA, best insurance company I've ever used. Been with them for my entire driving career. My mom and dad have been there for all their entire career, since the early 90s. And AAA was, again, fantastic through the whole way. Shout out to them. Samuel Allgood, the guy that helped me, was a huge car guy. Actually has, I remember correctly, he had an FDRX7 and also a turbo brick. So I was like, dude, this guy is my guy. He would wake up in the morning, watch Formula One. I was like, dude, you're my guy. Anyways, whatever. Samuel helped me so much, and whatever went to the process, they gave me two options, of course, to let go of the car or to keep it. And sure enough, before I did my research, I ended up finding that trade-in value for the S2000 or market, I don't forget what it was around $16,000 for the car. With my miles, 113,000, clean title, and that's what my estimated value was. AAA, what they did was they said, we're going off market value. So whatever your car is, the market is at the time, this is what we'll give you, okay? Okay, sure enough, days go by, I get a call, and he says, all right, Roberto, well, I got good news to you. I was like, okay, what's the bad news? He's like, well, I don't know if it's bad news, but we'll give you 18 for the car if you want to keep it. I was like, wow, okay, I'm guessing at this point 20 for the car if I want to let it go. Okay, wow, okay, well, I mean, I don't think I'm going to keep it, Samuel. I was like, well, here's the thing. We'll give you $25,000 if you let go of the car. And instantly floored to the ground. Girlfriend did not hear me right. And I was floored. $25,000 for a car that I paid $16,000 for in 2016. Instantly, obviously, I took the $25,000. It still hurt. I'd rather have my car, my S2000 that I've worked so hard for, that I've proved everybody so wrong for, that I could do it with such a measly, terrible job at Menzies Aviation. Shout out to those guys; they're terrible. But I did it. That was my car. I did on my own. But it's just fate and destiny. How it tells you, like, you know what, you gotta move forward. And sure enough, I had to let go of the car. I ended up pocketing $25,000. But before then, I need another car. The Volvo is itself a fantastic car, running great, driving smoothly. But I needed something else where it's more reliable in a daily. So I just don't think, I had to get something else. And I was looking at the C5 Corvette, and it was supercharged, automatic, 585 horsepower, and I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. If I want to kill myself. I did want it, but things happened. My dad, he had mentioned a certain car, and I actually have it with me already. And John, you want to follow me? Come this way so people don't see. So I ended up getting another car. I have Santa here. Here's my detailer is going to be it. Going to be detailing this car. And well, I ended up making the decision that this is better financially. More basic reliability issues. Perfect. And I actually saw this car at my cousin's place because he was actually doing the maintenance for this vehicle. So I know for sure that most of the maintenance and pretty much everything, even the timing belt, has been done. So I have nothing to worry about as in terms of maintenance issues. It's just me if I want to start dumping money in the car. But I was like, I'm gonna do this. This is the best option. And let me make sure, I do not want this car right now. I didn't want it right now. I wanted it a couple years later, when I have my house and my toys, my Porsche 911 like I want to. But, I think it's been forced and pushed into circumstances where, this is the best option now. So I can focus on investing in a business, small business, or, getting the house and, being an adult, because I am, again, 27. So this is the car I bought. And it is thoroughly something I enjoy. It is a Lexus IS300 Altezza, or Highness, as the Japanese call it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it looks great. I can see these pictures also. It had these disgusting carbon fiber eyelids because, that face is still cool. I had the TRD banner up front. This, I think, is the baby from Hangover in the back, I guess. And as you can see, I took all that off the same day. As soon as the guy left, 30 seconds later, I ripped all that shit off. So, as you know, I'm a guy of simplicity. I'm a guy of OEM, or OEM Plus. The calipers are blue. That's cool. He's trying to go for that F look, Lexus's sport division. And engine, I will show you right now. It looks fantastic because, again, he was a big Lexus Toyota guy. He was upgrading this for his wife, this to the Lexus RCF. So apparently he has money. So. He loved this car, the wife loved this car, but it was that time where they felt, I want to get something that's obnoxious with a big V8 and, why the hell not? So I'll show you the engine, because he did not skip out anything on this engine. Oh, you can see this engine is fantastic looking. Look at how amazing this engine looks like. Look, he did not spare a single dime on this engine. He put, most of these pieces are brand new. This cover here, this switch here, this here, the horn is new, the cover's new. Everything in the engine is almost brand new. He did not skimp. He took care of the car. The timing belt itself is brand new. My cousin just changed it. Everything in the car is brand new. This looks amazing. And you know how much I paid for? You know how much I paid for? You know, guess, was it 8, 9, 10? Did I pay 10 grand for this car? No, I paid $5,800. $5,800. I basically pocketed 20K and said, see ya, AAA, you're the best. So, it has T and coilovers that are apparently $1,200 a set. It's good, whatever, I guess. And it has stock wheels, but you know, whatever. But it's this engine. Look how incredibly clean, well taken care of, well managed engine is. He knew like this car was going to be in with me for a long time, and obviously, you know, you're gonna take care of it, right? But you know, I guess things change, and he wanted an RCF, and I was like, okay, sure, by all means, let me sell your car, and you know, I bought it. So for $5,800, I don't think it's that bad of a deal. I would like to put some money, you know, to any car guy that would like to put money in their car. I want to get some wheels. My dad has a set of wheels at the shop that I have my eye on, and I definitely want from him. But as an old man, he's very bitter about letting go of stuff. But I will work on it. I'm going to get detailed by Accomplice Detailing, and those are the paint correction, you know, because it needs it. It needs it. So I don't know what the plans are. So right now, I don't know. But this is the car. I'm sorry it's a 4-door. I'm sorry, oh my God, you're like, oh, this is 1,000, da 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 da. But you know, you just start looking a different way when you get to a certain point. You know, where you know what? I need to start like thinking of what I'm going to do in the future. You know, and it's this. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry because I love this car. And like I said, I didn't want this at the beginning. I didn't. I wanted something cool and fast and race car and childish, but you know, I was like, you know what? This is a good idea. So you know, that's the story. Thank you for tuning and watching in. Thank you for John for holding the camera. You know, it's a cool car that, you know, I did want later, but not right now, like I said. But it's cool. I thank you for watching and appreciate it. And we'll see what the plans are, what I want to do. It's just I'm still kind of flustered. I don't feel like myself still. You know, having such a big part of my life ripped away from me because, you know, I loved it so much. You're into cars, you love your car, and you put money, you take care of it, you appreciate it, you're there for it. It's just, you know, it's rough, but this is the plan now. So thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, and you know, I'll see you for the next one because there's some stuff going to happen. So thank you guys. Thanks.